Welcome back to the adventures of the Diccus Biggus dynasty, I think we're called. I don't even remember. The name seems to change every single episode. And we are currently playing as, of course, Count Nepos of Cropsford, the slightly smarter than genius prodigy genius. He is brawny, he is temperate, he is brave. He has 24 martial, which is obviously fantastic, 128 personal combat. Multiple point, he's 17 years old. And he's the spy master of the King of Nibene, Abthathan. That's a pretty big name in the Elder Scrolls universe, you know. Heir to the barony of Drakelow, which I believe was his brothers, or like his technically like his cousins or something like that. It's not a big deal. We are a very good character. Somehow we've ended up with shrouded armor. I don't know why. I don't know where the hell this has come from, but a suit of leather armor often donned by the members of the Dark Brotherhood. We know this. Was he a part of the Dark Brotherhood? Maybe someone died in his court and he inherited it. I'm not entirely sure. We also got given an Elder Council amulet. So at the age of 16, Count Nepos of Cropsford, Duke, technically, of Cropsford, with his much martial experience, many martial skills that he learned from a textbook, was asked by Abnathan to join the Elder Council. And of course, Abnathan is the leader of the Elder Council. We said no for the time being. We got to keep our amulet, though, which I guess is kind of like a, you know, one free ticket to join the Elder Council, so that we can go and join something else to start off with. I think joining, there's definitely an argument for going for something like the Fighters Guild, or the Mages Guild, or the Mercantile Guild, or the Scenerist Guild, or something else to learn a specialization before we commit our lives to bureaucracy. It will be very good in later life, though, as he gets, you know, weaker, as his skills start to diminish, pulling out of those guilds, as he's learned a specialization, going back into the Outer Council and really heading out from there. Let's give you a fresh new trim for your ascension to Duke then, my friend. I think this beard is kind of a little bit insane. Let's see, that's good. That'll do. Right there, that's fine. Count Nepos of Cropsford needs to look a little bit more spick and span, because now, as of course, his leader is going to be meeting with many emissaries, holding many feasts, that type of thing. So we'll start by composing a book. It's 50 gold, it's the flat value, so we might as well. Let's write about managing a realm, and this time we're going to write my favourite book of all, How to Build a Well. Now, we're currently averaging one character an episode. Last episode, we died as Count Augustus. The episode before that, we died as Baroness Claudia, and then the episode before that, we died as Baron Aurelio. This episode, in theory, we're going to die as Count Nepos. So let's get married and have a kid. It's just maths. You can't even argue with that. It's just the law of averages. Right, let's go and get ourselves a... Now, I was thinking earlier... Because the vanilla congenital trait mod isn't officially supported by CK2, by the Elder Kings, there may be certain events which check for the genius trait, which technically we don't have, that we might fail, whereas we would normally succeed if we were genius, which is technically slightly worse than what we have. So, there may be a case that the trait is actually tagged with genius, at which point it might be fine. But just note that things might not always go as we plan. We look impressive, but we're actually not quite as powerful as it would suggest, if that makes sense. Anyway, let's find ourselves a wife. And I can always try and fix that in post. I'll come up with some sort of quick comp patch or something like that. Right, we have no filters. Fantastic. So we go with women. Women who are preferably... Should we stick with the prodigy for the time being? I feel like it's going to give us such a leg up into the world. We go for prodigy for a bit longer. We are looking for, this time around, to get a daughter, so that we can start farming up some more bloodlines, I would say. So, it's not obviously hugely useful. Getting prodigy, like a prodigy son, would come before just a regular old daughter. But it is always nice to introduce that new bloodline into the next generation. And given how fast we're going through generations as well, probably not such a bad thing. Right, we are looking for, around our age, human. You'll do. Well, are you married? She's married. Okay, she won't do at all. Married? No. Let's try that again. Oh, God, there are no unmarried human women. Besides Dirani, who is our steward, she's 31. Was she not our father's wife? Well, she'll do. I mean, she can still have kids, so why not? For the time being, sure. We'll take her until someone else becomes available. Let's go for the prestige, I guess. How much gold are we making per month now? 1.44. Now, we'll take the gold. That's fine. I'll stick with the gold. We want to upgrade our fleet so that we can upgrade a bit more, even if it's just to get artifacts. Artifacts we can sell, so that will give us gold. Even if it is just to get a basic amount of gold without sieging any provinces down, I'll take that, because right now we're not really earning any money at all. If we want to keep expanding within our own realm, as we are, I think we can do a bit more cash on our side, because we are barely making anything at all to say that we've got, to be honest, a fair amount of land in Nibene there. All of Cropsford is ours. Now, we do want to try and grab back a couple of provinces as well, because, of course, 1 out of 3 are on domain size. Both of our brothers hold a province. I believe we're actually trying to kill off one of our brothers, aren't we? Halberd of Colette. Oh, that's what happened. I remember. We actually took an invisibility potion, or a chameleon potion, which has improved our plot power by like 160% for a year or something like that. 133% for the next 4 years. Wow, that's ridiculous. So we'll try and kill this kid off. We might become a kinslayer, which would suck a lot, but it would also give us another province. Try and get back all 3 of these provinces from our brothers. Yes, it puts us dangerously close to the sort of game over threshold, but it would give us a lot of land and a lot more gold back. So I think that's a risk worth taking. You go build me a spy network. Let's kill this kid off as soon as possible. Could send the Dark Brotherhood, but I feel like it's not entirely necessary. I think we've basically got it by ourselves here. Why is the Imperial City under siege? What's going on? The King of Wayrest is currently trying to embargo the Empress. Who is that? Empress Mirror of the Cyrodiil Empire. Who are you again? Mirator. Okay, great. She's got a skeever. She's got a pet rat, a silver ring, and a horse. Fantastic. Just what we wanted to know. She's got a legendary bloodline. Oh, she is a descendant from Rima Cyrodiil. Okay, fair enough then. That's fine. That's a pretty good claim to the throne if there was one. Do we want to pay our wife 20 gold to not only hone her skills, but to like us a bit more? That seems like a fair deal to me. And then who is this war with as well? Peasant Revolt for Banner Mist. How many troops have they got? 2,300. Oh, right, because we've expanded apparently all the way up into Skyrim. My god, and we've expanded up into Morrowind too. This is going to be quite a powerful Cyrodiilic Empire, and they've taken lots of Kvatch, and started heading into Valenwood, and started heading into elsewhere. This could be an unstoppable Cyrodiil, and especially with us involved as well, because obviously we're going to fight to defend our empire. We love our empire, and we love our empire, don't we, people? Okay, let's join Fighters Guild. I feel like it's almost got to happen. We've got 128 personal combat and 24 martial. Let's do it. Let's get in the Fighters Guild. Let's become a barbarian again, or whatever the specialization was that gave us, what was it we wanted to go for? Where is it? Visit Guild Hall. We want to go study specialization. I believe it was barbarian that gave martial and stewardship. Yeah, absolutely that one. Thank you very much. All right, that's a fantastic start. Pure bureaucratic policies. We could launch a couple of these right now. I'm a big fan of the build cost reduction by 10% for 13 gold. That gives us that for the next 5 years. So for the next 5 years, we want to go out raiding as much as possible, bringing as much gold as much as possible, you know, collecting taxes, that type of thing. Really build up the most of our capital. I think I will keep Sejanus as our capital here. Colette would be arguably better because it's closer to, obviously it has that port bonus, but to be honest, I mean, this one's bringing in the most taxes. It's also got the city under it as well. So I think we're fine as we are. Let's not upset the status quo too much, you know. Right, we can press your claims on Cropsford for, oh shit, for us, because we're the Duke of Cropsford. You know, that's not a bad idea. He's only got 1,300 men. We only have 1,100 because I assume we only have 1,100, huh? Wow, really? That seems quite low to say that we've... Oh, my Marshal's got 26, huh? Oh, this was the Legendary Warrior, wasn't it? Yeah, this guy's insane. Let's get him then, overseeing troops. Let's buff our levy up as much as possible. And then, who are you? The feeling is mutual, Sinfei, or fighting is pointless, Sinfei. Yeah, I don't see why we would ever want a rival if we could not get a rival. My god, that was fast. Wow. Day after day spent training and night after night poring over treaties, terms, and manuals is finally paying off. I am ready to take the next step in my studies and receive a formal recognition for my abilities in one of my declared specializations. In brackets, we is a barbarian now with a big axe and whatnot. Morale of armies plus 5% is fucking incredible. Plus 12 personal combat is also quite nice too. That's awesome. Wow, what a great start. Good god, that took our man no time at all, huh? So now we've got 1,300 men because of that nice little boost from that. Crops would have, what was that, 1,300 at most. I think we can take that, no problem, but I'm going to wait maybe for our Marshal to get the levy reinforcements. That's 17.82% chance yearly. 5 years' time, we're basically going to get Cropsford with that. And in no time at all, my wife, Dinari, is pregnant. Dinari, good name. What a waste of gold. She failed in her studies, but hey, she's incredible anyway, so let's not worry about that. With my wife, Dinani, pregnant, I'm starting to worry if I shouldn't organize something special for this year's harvest. 25 gold, sure. Let's make sure this kid comes out as good as possible. I'm sure this will help deliver the child. Spoilers, it won't help deliver the child. Wheat has nothing to do with Babby being birthed. My lord, we've received word. Let's say birthed. Is that a new word? Write that one down. So our name is birthed. He's gone into hiding. Right. So now, do we switch over to our other brother as not to waste the time? We've only got this much plot power for a certain amount. Our other brother, oh my god, got trained in... That's quite annoying that he got trained in intrigue, although we've got 189% just from the get-go here. So even if we bribe some other people, we might be able to kill this guy off no time. Actually, people like him. We'll try and personally drive a knife through his heart. That seems like a great idea. Could join the Dark Brotherhood, I guess. There's also that going on. I'm going to take Dibella, because Dibella is always, as far as I'm concerned, one of the best gods you can pick here. The fact that you get plus 10 general opinion with every other Imperial is absolutely insane. We have a daughter, Horatius Diccus Biggus Julius. If she is a prodigy, we are good. Then we've got a prodigy daughter capable of taking over from us. And we've got bloodline farming. She fucking is. That is so good. Horatia. We're going to call you... what was my naming scheme? What was my naming scheme? We got Nepos, we got Halberd, we've got Mace. I remember. You're going to be called like fucking Zweihander because you are a powerful girl. You are as powerful as a Zweihander. She only has 6 martials, so arguably she's ready. Why is that minus? Why has she got minus? Nibanayan gives -1. Really? Wait, but then she also gets... Blood of the 500 Companions gets +1. So explain that one to me. Prodigy only gives +6, right? It's a birth sign given 1. The tower given 1, right? Okay, I see. That makes sense now. Sure, you will be trained in struggle, because your father was trained in struggle, like his father before him. It's just the way of the Nepos life is to struggle. Sorry, not Nepos, I mean Diccus Biggus. You'll be trained by Nepos himself, though. We're not that good, but apparently, you guys were saying in the comment section last episode, by leveling up through the societies, we can actually get a much better education trait. And it's, in fact, one of the only ways to become a legendary X. So, for example, if you want to be go from a level 4 to a legendary mage, you have to be part of the Mages Guild, or, you know, in our case, we're going to join the Fighters Guild. Stick with that until they eventually become legendary. Kids can't educate at level 5, I knew that already, but just to clarify, we will have to level that up manually from 4 to legendary. You can't automatically, at the age of 16, be a legendary warrior or anything like that, which is kind of a shame. It should be, like, extremely rare, like a 1% chance. That would be kind of cool. God damn it, he caught us. Well, at least we weren't caught killing him, so that's kind of the second best outcome, really. You know, there's not being caught and getting away with it, or being caught and having him killed. Actually, I guess that's kind of a... Yeah, that's fine. My lord, we received word that he's also gone into fucking hiding. Okay. Well, that's really annoying. Now, who was the other person who inherited some land? It was like our uncle. Right, that was it. We married off our grandfather again, or our grandfather got married off, and now he's somehow come across a rare book. We're going to have to start killing off this family. Fuck this. And who's that? That's our sister, our aunt. So our last character's sister is going to take over. Let's just kill him next. My god, we're going to kill one of them. Mayor Clabber, what have you been doing? Have you been embezzling from the treasury again? That looks like an awful lot of gold. Can we banish him? We have a valid reason, but we won't get the gold? Really? We didn't actually get the gold. Okay, I guess that sticks to the city or something like that. It's a shame. I should have just ransomed him back out in that case. At least we know for the future. It's only on landed characters when you banish him, you get the gold anyway. I was just sort of seeing if the Elder Scrolls had changed it at all. To the great Count Nepos. Fine greetings to you. Please support me by voting with me in the council. If you agree, I will henceforth owe you a favor. Having a favor from Ada-mantia is right up my alley, so thank you absolutely, my friend. A group of vicious highwaymen have been preying on the travelers in Congenital. The scouts have discovered the location of the camp, and we are going to go and fight. This is how our father died, I believe. Died of an infected wound. Yep, this is absolutely how our father died. Please. No, it's not a good day to die. You're a liar. There we go. We're fine. 3% chance that we will gain a increase in our battlefield command. Nothing. One thing I love about this mod and the Orders of Chivalry mod and many other mods that we've played through is the ability to level up your martial leadership trait based on how many armies you've led. So this one has, like, veteran leader. I'm assuming Ada-mantia has something. He actually doesn't. Okay. We'll just go ahead and find a decent marshal here and see if we can show this trait off. Has anyone got it? I'm looking for, like, veteran leader, anything like that. Nope, no idea. But basically, it looks like stars, right? And the more you level up, you start as, like, 1 star, and then you eventually become 5 star, depending on how many battles you personally fight in. And obviously, events like that can also increase it as well. I can't fucking see this for the life of me. It doesn't matter too much, but it is a cool system. I really do enjoy things like that. It's kind of why I always generally play with the Orders of Chivalry mod and base game from now on. I could do this all night. Maybe I should. 80% chance you develop a cold, fine. Nothing to worry about. It's not like every single one of our family has died from a horrible disease caused by our mismanagement. Oh, rule of title grants sovereignty due to returning a favor. That's fine. That's okay. Rule of title grants sovereignty is absolutely not a problem here. I mean, either that, what do the council do? Just blocking giving out titles? Who really cares? The AI will find a way to deal with that. Oh, shit. I mean, oh shit, literally, as in, oh shit, we've got diarrhea. What's wrong with us? They have approved it, thank you. Come on. Flu? Flu? Food poisoning? Flu. We're fine. Nothing to worry about. So we've already got mild illness and a good swim treatment, so I'm really not too concerned. We use a spell of cure disease, because apparently that's like a guaranteed success. It's not a guaranteed success, but it might as well have been. There we go. We're absolutely good. No problems there. Are we still trying to kill little Baron Ingvar, our uncle? Yes, but it's going to take probably some time. You know, I'm gonna bribe his spy master as well. Seems like a good guy to have me inside in a murder plot, and our brother wants to join it. Brother, I thought better of you. Our brother's trying to kidnap us. Well, that gives us a pretty decent reason to, well, I would chuck him in prison, but obviously he's not around right now. Please leave a message after the turn. We'll spy on him instead. Second he comes out hiding, I'm clamping him in chains. I might even try and set it up in a way where we'll fail with the arrest chance, so we'll get our arrest chance as low as possible, sacking our marshal, things like that, to ensure that he goes to rebellion, then we might be able to revoke titles again. I'm not entirely sure about the Imperial politics right now. We'll get used to that as we play more and more, whether or not you can revoke titles, whether or not they will, you know, go into open rebellion and we're allowed to revoke their titles. Anything like that, we'll wait and see. We are now a protector of the Fighters Guild. No, we don't get a sword at that level, do we? We've already got the silver sword, so really we don't need it. If they give us one, we could just sell it. We might also want to sell this one before we get given a second silver sword, if that makes sense. Oh, God. My complicity was discovered. Am I now a kinslayer? Familial Kinslayer. Yep. Diplomacy -3. General opinion -2. That's not too bad, I guess. Dynasty opinion -15. That's actually not nearly as bad as I thought it might be. Bear in mind it's only familial Kinslayer, though, so I imagine Dynastic Kinslayer is a lot worse. Flu's gone. We're good. Nothing to worry about. There's a plot brewing in the round. Please don't be assassinated. Oh, God, this is bad. I didn't... Oh, wait, we're a spy master. Ah, fuck. My liege must be informed. Well, if there's anybody who ever gets put in prison or killed or executed or castrated, it generally tends to be spy master. And those seriously come all the way from... Yep, all the way from Pyandonia there. Raiders under Orgnum. Hey, do you want to piss off? Do you want to just get out of my realm forever? That'd be really kind of you. Right, thank you. Goodbye. The last thing we need is people raiding us right now. We don't have enough gold as it is. I mean, we're still making 0.75 with our troops raise. God damn it. 1.23. We're making next to no gold. In fact, the business focus might be my best friend for a while. I didn't pick the intrigue focus. We started with that one, so... Do we? Yeah, honestly, I don't think we need a kid in a hurry. Our daughter's very, very good. And how many members of House Diccus Biggus Julius are there now? 6 living members, so we're not actually that close to a game over here. Sure, you know what? Let's go business focus. Let's see if we can't turn this place into another one of the many cities of... Oh, risky. I like it. See if we can build ourselves like a whole fresh city. You know, you got like Khajiit, you've got Coral, you've got whatever else. We're also apparently a fucking gladiator. That's cool. Martial +3, general opinion +5. Welcome to the arena. Yes. Okay, I'll get my own adoring fan now. Damn, we're now known as Count Nepos, the Bulwark of Cropsford. That's an awesome title. Wife is Pregananant again. Let's spend 1.2 gold to keep her happy. Why the hell not? I mean, she's done a good job already. We've already got exactly what we asked for. A daughter who's a prodigy that we can farm up bloodlines with. That's everything I literally asked for at the start of this episode. We've already achieved the goal. She deserves, you know, some whatever the hell she wants there, like a fucking takeaway or whatever. Right. Please come out of hiding. Can we mark him as special interest? I mean, we're plotting against him, so technically it'll notify us when he comes out. Oh, we were. Oh yeah, of course we stopped when we killed our uncle. Okay. Would we also need to kill our sister? No, because we are in line because we're his liege. Okay, fine. In that case, I guess we'll just keep plotting against our brother Baron Augustus. Because when he comes out of hiding, we'll be notified if we're plotting against him, so that way we can just throw him straight in prison if that makes sense. So we might as well start this plot just so that we get the notification. Zweihander, what is it? She may gain some skills from this one. I don't know why you would never say no to this event. I still don't understand. Neglect your responsibilities. Is that writing the book? I've only just considered that. Is that writing the book? Because if that's the case, you might want to focus on your own problems. I don't think it is, though, is it? I mean, obviously we're going to do this. Why wouldn't we? She gained 1 martial out of that, and we gain kind, so why wouldn't I? And we got a Carpenter's Guild. Man, this could be big. A son called Augustus. Another fucking prodigy. My god, talk about knocking it out of the park. So these Nibinean, what are you then? Nord? Colovian. Ah, okay, fair enough then. Sure. Descended from Cyrodiil, a mixing of Nordic conquerors with the local native people. So there you go. Augustus, terrible name. You're going to be... And of course, we've got heir designation, right? I was kind of worried we were playing like Agnatic Cognatic, and when he was born, he would take over. We haven't got to worry about that. Right, we've got Zweihander. You will be called... What's a big old medieval weapon? Like a real big old... Like a... What about like a Warhammer or something? That'll do. Yeah, we could go with like Bardiche or something. I like Warhammer. Let's keep it simple. You are also going to be trained in Struggle, my son. And I'm also going to train you as well. I mean, that should be obvious by now. We're like one of the best. Who is the best fighter in the world? I imagine there's going to be some crazy supernatural, like some ancient fucking the Nerevarine or something with like 500 martial. Actually, it's a random Kamal Duke. Why? Who are you? Gladiator, expert swordsman. He's got a bunch of artifacts, right? He's also a journeyman battle mage. He's just got a ridiculous amount of martial. Ulfgar, Jarl of Voltgard, Marshal of Xanadan. Actually, Marshal seems like quite a high thing. We're probably in like the top 25 fighters in the world, I imagine. We've got 28 marshals, so we're technically stronger than the Lord Reaper and the Prince of Arbarbus, which is Pyandonia, basically. That's kind of cool. It's kind of cool to be in like the top 25 fighters already, to say that there are all these, you know, immortal ancient beings out there. One thing I do like is, even though we're a no murderer, it's obviously cancelled out exactly by Dibella. So if you're doing a little bit of an underhanded intrigue playthrough, Dibella works perfectly. As weird as that sounds, because Dibella's all about the heart to the noble secrets of art and love. Meanwhile, we're murdering our family members. Ooh, Halberd is out of hiding. Are you, Halberd? You might have made a mistake, my friend, because you're also garbage. Like, seriously bad. Like, our chameleon potion's worn off. We've already got 101% plot power against the dude. We can also bribe a couple of other people, too. You know I said I was going to save up some money to build up the realm. I feel like this is way more important, because this is going to give us more of the realm to build up in the long term. So, goodbye, Halberd. Nice knowing you, my friend. Except you're terrible in every way. I was going to say, what the hell bloodline has he got? And then I realized, hang on a minute, he's my brother. Right, I want this one back, so this gives us support as well. And it gives us a crossing over into Breville there, too. So that's pretty good. Weird. Queen Katina came to talk with me today. We discussed many interesting subjects. She seemed to be quite pleased. Wow, she suggested we meet for a bottle of wine sometimes. Ooh, that sounds great. This is Amnathan's wife. That's a pretty good alliance to have, huh? Like the Queen of Nimine, like our direct liege lord's wife. That seems pretty good. All right, we could Griminaire. We could show bravery in battle. That would also give us one of those traits I was talking about. So there they are. Experience, hardened, veteran, elite, or legendary. You know, plus you just gotta, I think you just gotta be a commander and then get one of those traits, and that's it. It gives us also one martial on top of what we'd also get from getting the trait. So that's not bad. Griminaire just gives us 20% fertility. We've already got 2 good heirs. Build a war chest is going to take about 4,000 years, or we can acquire a title. That's possible. I mean, Abnathan likes us. He owes us favor. Oh, he doesn't like us at all. Why? Dishonorable. Wants control of the barony of Hrothgar. And we're ambitious. Or he's ambitious. He's ambitious, right? And doesn't like us because of that. Sure. Supports a different heir. Oh, so he dislikes us because we support a different heir to what he supports? Right. He wants us to vote for Count Octonarius the Nice. Fine. I'll do it for the time being because clearly we're not even remotely within the running. We'll vote for that just to make our liege like us a little bit more. Why do you dislike us so much, my man? Can I use the favor to ask for, like, a pardon? No, doesn't look like it. Okay, not a big deal. We need to get this guy back on side. I mean, obviously, we like his wife likes us. We got a favor from him, but he definitely dislikes us quite a lot. Oh, right, he actually does have it. There we are. Experience is exactly what I was trying to point out earlier. More taxes for me. Nice, that worked out really well. Good work with the Artisan's Workshop. And we get +1 stewardship, and our wife is pregnant. And our book is written. Good God, it's all going off at once here. Honest Recipes, kind of shitty. He does have some event use, though. National Tax Modifier +1. Just throw that right onto the fire with everything else that you've ever done that's terrible. Show bravery in battle. That seems like the best way to do it. And honestly, one way you could do that is just going out raiding, huh? I would just take an entire festival to Dinari. That's going to be expensive. Can we? I've never considered this. We can raid infidel neighbors for loot. Does that count if we raid, like, the borders along the Cyrodiil Empire? Does that count as our neighbor because we're within the Cyrodiil Empire? I have no idea. They are really ripping through what were the Colovian estates up here. Obviously, it was Khajiit and Anvil, and they've just been taken apart. Valenwood has also expanded up into Anvil, too, which I can't imagine the Cyrodiil Empire is just going to let lie. Can we? I'm going to test this out. Can we raid on our borders? Because that would be a very, very good way to not only get gold, but also, you know, not have to worry about friggin' boats as well or anything like that. Albert will die by poisoned wine at an upcoming banquet. Excellent. Good. If he dies without knowing the name of his killer, that is exactly what we wanted to hear. Nice. Comes out hiding, and then his murderous, known murderer, general murderer brother, who is also a kinslayer, by the way, suddenly happens to inherit some land. How peculiar. How very strange. We'll start a plot against you then. Seeing as we don't really have anyone else to go. Wait, whoa, no, we didn't actually get back this one, did we? We could get this back and then give it to our liege, because it's part of his. It's part of Cheydinhal, which will make him like us a lot. But we could keep it for ourselves. I genuinely thought it said 25%. Oh, we got like 200% against this tiny girl. Right, so she's going to take all about 2 seconds to murder then. There we go. To remove our spy master up there as well. Why not? We might as well speed it up as much as possible. Meanwhile, we're going raiding. That took no time at all. Thank you, Caesar. Appreciate you. Right, let's get all these boys merged, and we have to be in friendly lands. Oh, I guess it probably doesn't count in that case, huh? I didn't even consider that. My complicity was discovered. No, don't know what you're talking about. And it definitely wasn't me that killed my brother either, you liar. Alright, let's try this again then. It might still work. We might just have to, you know, do all this shit first. I have no idea. It's been so long. I never play someone capable of raiding in an empire. So normally you play, you know, I normally play raiding in, like, Scandinavia. But then you always start independent because Scandinavia is just like a bunch of warring states. My God, that's the 3rd prodigy child. It's like 10% chance to inherit prodigy 3 times in a row. That's low. Someone can do some maths on that. That's a low chance to happen. Gilfrey. That's a terrible name. You are also kind of sickly. What's like a sick medieval weapon? And not like sick as in like, whoa, that was a fucking sweet kick for it, bro. Like, you know, oh, that's a bit dangerous. Watch out for that. Like, let me think. I'm just going to call it, like, claws, you know, like medieval claws, for you know, like what you would rip pulled pork apart with, except you rip enemies apart with. Generally doesn't work against, like, plate mail or whatever. I feel like that would get you sick, you know, that seems like quite a high chance of getting tetanus or something, or catch whatever you're ripping apart with. Right, you will be trained in struggle? Are you sensing a theme here? The cool thing is with 2 girls, we can actually farm off different bloodlines here as well, and then eventually marry them back together in about 3 or 4 different generations' time. You will be married to, you will be, sorry, assigned to, we're not marrying you to anyone. Maybe Chukra Abnathan, would that make him like us? Assign him the Guardian. We can't. Okay, sure, don't worry about it then. I didn't want to do that anyway, that's ridiculous. What a silly thought. Right, assign Guardian. You may be trained by your mother, it's actually pretty good. Sure, fine. Right, can I actually... You must attempt to save my claws. Right, let's go raiding. Got her. Quick and painless death. And we inherited a Vardenfell Snapper, just what I wanted to hear. And we got a book, more importantly, which was +1 diplomacy, +1 learning. Helps cancel out all of those horrible rumors about us being a horrible murderer. Right, Ria, Lodi, and Thida. Okay, we are marked as a raider. Let's head over to, like, to be honest, I think elsewhere would be a better place to raid. God, they've all got such fucking high loot bars just everywhere. It's just absolutely everywhere. How many defenders they got, though? We could potentially raid it down. Actually, we could quite easily raid a couple of these down. Fine, well, we'll give it a go. And we are now Defender of the Fighters Guild. Hello. I shall ask King Abner to spend some time with me, and we can talk in private. And then I can say, oh, because of our high diplomacy, we can get +15 guaranteed. That's really nice. Boom. And we get a superior steel sword, which I'm immediately going to sell, unless it's worse than our... Ooh. Oh, that's hard. So +1 martial, but we lose 1 personal combat. I mean, +1 martial is much, much better than -1. But I'm gonna take the superior steel sword, and I might sell the silver sword. Yeah, I just think that's a much better. Although saying that silver works against werewolves, I think you need one equipped if you ever come up against a lycanthrope or something. Nah, sell it. Sell it. Let's cash in on that, and we can buy something for taxes or something in the capital. Anything, boats to stop this crap from happening, or ruins. Ooh, that isn't our capital. Yeah, let's do it. Let's go for ruins, because that we can never lose. You know, unlike buildings which could be sieged down, or you know, unlike boats which will burn. I don't really know where I was going with that. But the point is, these ruins are forever. And my god, we can raid. Wait. Cannot raid. Are we going to get gold from this or not? Just tell me the truth. We did. Oh. Well, it went up, but it said that maybe it's where that dude died. Got the Ring of Sunfire, though. That's pretty massive, huh? I didn't even think about just raiding solely for artifacts. Parmar. That's just a... Like a Khajiit. The Khajiit is so weird in the Expanded Universe. I really love it. So... Essentially, a Parmar is just a Khajiit, like any other Khajiit, except they're born under a specific moon. So depending on the moon alignment, Khajiit are born differently, which was basically Bethesda backpedaling to explain why the Khajiit in the first game, they were called Khajiit, but they were just people, they were just humans. Whereas obviously they turned them into cats, and then of course, you know, between like Morrowind and Oblivion as well, there were lots of differences, and then between Oblivion and Skyrim there were lots of differences. So their way of hand-waving that was oh, the moons were different. So let's go and steal ourselves a tiger? Debase the mints, thank you very much, that's perfect. Alright, hunt will be perfect for me and my good friend Skull Trophy. No, not my good friend Skull Trophy, as in we stole one. I don't really want a Skull Trophy, I'll be honest. We can sell, though, the Skull Trophy for 10 gold. No, that's not worth it, we'll keep it for that one, thank you. No, we're not actually getting any gold out, or are we? We do have 400 gold there. Where did that come from? Am I going insane? We debased the mints, but we definitely did not have that much money before. Huh. Okay, right, you know what? We'll test this very quick. We'll attack it right away. Okay, let's do that. Let's assault this one down, just so I can get used to it. Fought the beast as hard as we could. We aren't getting any money out of this. No, definitely not. Right, leave. This is a waste of time. Unless we want to go for artifacts, that will work. We do need freaking boats then. There we go. The hunt went well with King Abnathan. So, you are going to get boats galore. What can we build here that would give us any sort of tasty boat? It's going to be absolutely nothing, isn't there? Okay, yeah, I see where this is going. I see where this is going. For a wizard, we could summon boats, but unfortunately I refuse to play wizards anymore because they are horribly, horribly OP. So what can actually give us any boats? Right, so we need small docks, we need shipbuilding level 2 and a large hall. Fine, let's get on with that then. So shipbuilding level 2, we should be able to probably get straight away. Where is ship? Oh, they moved shipbuilding, didn't they, to economy advances. So we are playing with sort of 3.1, 3.2 tech points? Don't remember. Okay, we have to keep a close eye on that then. Because knowing me, I'll probably spend the points on one of these thinking, oh, that's fine, we don't worry about it. And then, of course, shipbuilding is no longer military advances. Oh, God. For the Fighters Guild? Question mark? Please don't die. Okay, unbearable. Gain 10 gold, 100 rep. How close are we to leveling up? Because I feel like we're going to blitz through... How old are we right now? 25. We're going to blitz through the society in no time. Like, the only thing that's holding us back at this stage isn't the reputation. It's being part of the rank for X amount of years' time. Do you have to hold that for... So it's 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. It would still take you, like, 21 years just to get through the whole of the Fighters Guild. So we're going to be able to do it as quickly as possible, but you need to hold each... Wow, technically it would be 18, wouldn't it? Because you don't actually need to hold the first one. But hey, that's pretty good. We're making decent progress here. This is the first episode we've ever played of the Elder Kings, at least this series, without a character dying. like I said, we've played as more characters in these past 4 episodes or whatever than we've played as in every other campaign of the Elder Kings combined put together on this channel, which is pretty nuts. Let's give a shout out to all the insane top tier level patrons, because this episode is going to have to end here. Big thank you to Alpha Scuff, Asuna Kirito, Atmosis, Average Gamer 419, Bacon Kitten, Sidini, Crazy Pack, Crosis, Donald, Fukuno Vasquez, Fluffernutter, Fungus King, Gogolus, Harik, Jimbo, Josh Lindeen, Tesla, Justin Wallace, Kaden Carter, Michael Mullen, Mr. Smug, Muskratful, Nathan Flores, Necrophilim, Palvis Presley, Skaz, Shayuch Sinclair, Serthor the Swede, Stannis the Manis, The Forsaken One, Toby Cruz, Tom Terror 18, Tyler Kendall, and Vacuous Bacchus. Thank you for your support, the insane tier levels on Patreon. Thank you for making the channel possible in the first place. Thank you for building a new empire. Our new empire. And a shout out, that was Star Wars, what was that? Star Wars Revenge of the Sith, I think? Shout out as well, of course, to Astro, and in person, Akari, Andrew Wilson, Ben Troke, Betimus Max, Beta Valerian, Chris, David Van Diepen, Don, Dunconny217, Fraser Brennan, Gabriel Faulkner, Gabriel Van Ders, Gaz, GDWK Run, Genji Zerka, Gray, Haj Demar, Hancock, Icy the Great, Irish, Israel, Jay Lara, James Barnes, Jason, Jose, Johan de Vries, John Holiday, Jordan Campbell, Joseph Peer, Justin Plot, Justin Walters, Lemon Stark, Lasme, Llewellyn Thomas, Luke Wallace, Matthew, Monty, Nathaniel Lindbergh, Nick, Noah Gallimore, Pan Samu, Panther Pearl, Peyton Denisar, Russian Oligarch Billionaire, The Bloody Knight, The Insane Pickle, Wesley Grayson, Will Wade, Wolfie, Yorkus, Zach Peller, and Zico 2. See you guys all tomorrow.